Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are in the world. I am Remi ODUNSI from Lagos, Nigeria. Hello, Bomosho. I'm so sorry. I actually was meant to be with you, but unfortunately, I couldn't, make it down yesterday. But we're going to have fun. As you know, I'll be talking to you today about empowering female entrepreneurs and innovators as a strategy for sustainable development. Now, for me, the word sustainable is something that I thought about. And all through the ages, you could see that women have been part of building any nation. Think about any nation, you'll see the footprint of women, across board. A good example is in what happened to the women of Owu in Nigeria. I'm sure you'll find the history online. You can look it up, but there are certain things that I saw in those people's lives, in those women's lives, that I actually relate with, for myself, and all through the, the research that I carried out concerning women that's been, instrumental in any economy. And we're talking about digital economy. Without, saying too much, even with digital economy, there are certain things that women must have to be able to make impact. So looking at the women of Owu, we can actually relate to them. You can relate them to so many women that's done wonderfully well in their various fields. They actually exhibited a lot of traits that I feel is very important for any woman that wants to be to make it in the world where, I don't want to be negative, or the world where it's actually kind of challenging for women to make headways. Things have gotten a lot better. Comparing what we had over a decade ago, things have actually gotten a lot better, but we still need a lot of work to be done. So of course, moving through swiftly, I would like to look at some statistics. 37% of SME businesses in the world are owned or led by women. It is, estimated that about $1 trillion by 2030 will be contributed to GDP across the continent by SMEs, by businesses, by, industries that are led by women, 40%. And about $1 billion was raised between 2020 and 2021. Actually, it's kind of doubled by African women, businesses, entities that were, that are still being run. Some of them actually are still in existence. And these are women, that have been able to change the tide of things for people in Africa, for women in Africa. So kudos to them. 2020, 2021, we doubled from $500 million to $1 billion in startup funding. That is a great achievement. I'm hoping that you are giving us a round of applause right there. People have heroes. And for me, I discovered Dr. Gladys West not too long ago. And what I found quite interesting about her was I just read, there was just a strip on my laptop that day that says that she doesn't even use the GPS system. And I realized that how, you have some people, they still want to use their compass, use their, mathematical sets and things like that. They just enjoy it. And she's one of those people. But we cannot take away the fact that this woman was an innovator. She actually invented the global positioning system, which we all use today. I don't know about you, but I can never go into a country without using Google Maps. So if we have to celebrate, among so many people that I wish to celebrate, would be Gladys West. When we talk about sustainability, there are traits that you should have as a woman for you to be able to contribute and to be sustainable in whatever you're doing. The women of Owu didn't have typewriters, talk less of laptops. They didn't have cars, talk less of being able to fly, but we still remember them today because of what they did. And there's some other women like that, not only in Nigeria, not only in Africa, but across the world. So for Nigeria, my choice is Victoria Sampson, and I'm sure you are in Ogbomoso. If you drove down, you would have seen one or two fuel stations called Bovas. This woman is an icon. She's a case study on its own, and I just applaud her. I recognize what she's done in the oil and gas industry in Nigeria. And I say thank you, Ma, for what you stand for. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you for pushing through. Thank you for being that forerunner that so many of us are looking up to. And I wish you more success, even as you grow. Next is our dear Funke Okweke, main one. Well, I'm one of our customers, and I enjoy the fantastic customer service that we actually have, from main one. You cannot talk about, internet infrastructure in Nigeria without talking about main one. So kudos to you, Funke. I wish you, more wins. You've done so amazingly well, and I know that greater things are coming. Thank you for what you stand for. Also, I'm a customer, Piggyvest, and we've seen the remarkable work that ODUNSI and her co-founders have done over the years, and how they have been, evolving. And for some of you, you don't know what Colo is, but Colo was something that was really important to me growing up. So when I heard about Piggyvest, that's actually why I became a customer. It was just, the business model and the thinking behind, this amazing products that we are all enjoying in Nigeria. I'm not trying to make a brief for them, and I'm not selling for them. They've not given me any money, but honestly, it's a wonderful, wonderful innovation. Now, about Mrs. Nkosi, she turned, the mining industry in South Africa, she turned it around. I can't begin to tell you the kind of things that she's done. She's the first Black African to own, a manganese company in South Africa. Think about that, in South Africa, where, up until recently, Black people would not be able to do so much, and she's single-handedly. I sat down and listened to what she did. Just simply amazing. Thank you, Ma. Thank you so much for, giving us people like you to look up to. Bethlehem is an Ethiopian, and as you can see, she's still, in the footwear industry, she's a trailblazer. She's done so well in that, and of course, everybody that's, not everybody, but almost everyone that have shown so far, maybe except for Winnie, maybe older women, but of course we have some really young people that are doing amazing things, and we have so many people that are, even so many women that are doing so much more at even younger ages. It's been, it's just remarkable. Of course, we all know about the CEO of SpaceX, Gwen Shotwell. Well, when you talk about the world and someone that is taking the world by the horns, or whatever it is that you like to describe it, this is one company that is actually going places. They've been evolving over time. They've changed names and all that, and we're still looking at things that they propose to do, in the nearest future. And I say, well, here's a woman that's leading the pack. Kudos. So, women and the digital economy, we're critical. If anyone says that women are not critical to any economy that is looking at sustainability, from us being in the homes and working from the homes and making trillions from the homes and developing products that are we're pushing out onto the world in general. I've met women, across the world that are doing things like soap, that are even packing food. We believe that women will continue to significantly, help economies through their entrepreneurship, through leadership, through, active workforce engagement. And by that, I innovation. I've spoken about that. We have so many people doing so well, IBM, Facebook, so many more. There are so many names running through my mind that I don't think my 10 minutes would allow me to go too far into that. So I think digital economy is actually vital for everyone, not just women. For you to succeed in this day and age, you have to employ so many things. If you have not started employing artificial intelligence in what you're doing, you are actually a tool that we all need as business owners, as founders, as innovators, as entrepreneurs to actually, employ in whatever we're doing. I mean, with everything coming at us, you need to do things better. You need to do things faster. You need to employ technology that is relevant. Don't go pay for technology that's, it's not something that, would give you an advantage. So I'm not only talking to women, I'm also talking to everyone that digital economy is here to stay. The world is a global village. It's been like that for the last 20 years. It's just dawning on us that there's nothing we can do about it. We're just in this small cramped, space, and we have to make things work. So we have certain barriers, and these barriers are not only female, quote unquote, prone. Some of us have it, even though we're not female, but it's just that it's a bit predominant with female. And that is lack of confidence, one of them. I divided this into internal and external because some of these things that you're seeing here, you probably won't see it on me. If I walk into a room, I'm well made up, I'm just looking top tip, and you don't know what's going on inside. I decide not to talk. You don't know if I have the confidence or not. Wait till I speak, then my voice starts shaking. I'm asked a question, I'm not able to, answer properly. Lack of confidence, what do I have to say? Just show up. Just be yourself. Don't try to be who you are not. Failure is a good thing. It is also a bad thing. It's a bad thing when you don't want to fail. And if you don't want to fail, you are not ready to be an entrepreneur. You're not ready to be an innovator. An innovator is someone that is ready to fail again and again. But fear is good when it's the fear of success. Yes, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this by myself. Then you have to look for things that will help you to achieve your aim and achieve your purpose. Okay. And the other thing that I know is actually predominant with women is this lack of role models. And I'm not sure if it is a lack of it or lack of us wanting to accept other women as our role models. And this is something that we need to work on. I need to work on it. I'm trying very hard. When I see people that I can impact on, I actually call them. I don't wait for them to come to me. And some of us need to learn from those that are, what maybe younger than us, have not done as much as we've done in corporate world. That doesn't mean that they don't know more than you. Be ready to unlearn, to relearn, and to learn over and over again. Throw away some of the things that you have. Stoop low to learn from those below you. Reach up to learn from those above you. And on the external side, I'm sure this will be taken care of during this summit, the lack of access to finance. I know that for women, we have so many funds available right now, which when you go online, you can find funds that are actually targeted to women. So I can't go through it. I only have 10 minutes, so I have to make this as fast as possible. Lack of access to network, yes. Networks in terms of right now, you have so many women groups that are coming up because we need to support each other. You need to look for those women groups and you need to latch on to them. Find one or two people there that speak your language. What I mean is that you are in the same field or you have the same line of thinking, you have the same values. Latch on to them, not like a leech, but at least get involved in what they're doing. Let them know what you are up to, and get them to help you. And if possible, also give your, help them as well. Bring your supply to the group, to the table, or whatever it is. Yes, gender discrimination is a real issue, I know, but however, it's gotten better and it's going to get a lot better. We have cultural and social norms that's, for us in Africa, has been an issue, but we're getting past that. We still have a bit of that going on. We know how to manage that. Reach out to groups, that are able to help you with such issues, should you have them. I believe my time is fast running out. I'm going to ask that we support female entrepreneurs all over. not just Nigeria, not just Africa, but all over the world. And because we need to leverage the power of technology, we find out that a lot of women, take a woman that is into agriculture, may not know the kind of technology to employ. I want to ask that those of us that know, once in a while, reach out to these people and help them. We have talked about artificial intelligence is a serious issue, is on board, is not going to take away your job, is there to help you. Think of it as your telephone, is a work tool, that you can master, you can get the best best from. It can help you, get better at what you're doing. It can save you time, thereby saving you money. So I just want to say we should support our female entrepreneurs and innovators with, ways to help them leverage, technology. Show them the path, direct them, teach, coach, mentor, collaborate. There's so many things that we need to do as women. Those of us that know should help others. I'd like to end this short presentation with a quote from Melinda Gates. When women succeed, economies grow. We know that women are disproportionately affected by poverty and inequality. But we also know that when women are empowered, they reach their full potential. They can drive economic growth and prosperity for all. Let us close with this. If you don't take anything away from this summit, please remember that you should raise and help women along their path to sustainable growth and success. Enjoy the rest of the summit. Take care. Bye.